Hello everyone and welcome back to my playthrough of Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song. Last time we continued the game playing as MM, kind of going around the different areas of the prince's penthouse, I guess, while all the vampires are still locked down, just kind of picking up clues, seeing what's going on. We eventually found Journey after going through quite a bit, finding different stuff in different people's offices. And Journey believes that she's being pushed, or her name is being pushed towards the prince as being the guilty party, like the person who kind of fucked up and got all these people killed. We had the choice of either, leading Journey to the prince and just kind of explaining everything, or having her run away. We chose to have her explain everything to the prince, and hopefully she's merciful. Because if you're running, you're basically the guilty. Like, you look guilty as fuck. And probably put out some kind of a blood hunt on you, kill on sight or whatever. But at least this way she can have her say whether the prince will show mercy. I don't know, but it's the best chance we got. We then switched over to, what was her name? Laisha, the Malkavian. And we kind of had her come in at the tail end of MM's part in the story, after being commissioned by the prince to kind of go around the council and figure out if someone's lying or someone is looking to dethrone the Prince Hazel, as it were. So she's given Laisha kind of unlimited access because she trusts Laisha with her visions. She's basically using more than utilizing Laisha and her visions. And right at the tail end, Laisha got a vision where everything around her was destroyed and she was on the ground. She's like, no. What that means, no idea. So hopefully it's saved right at that point, because I'm not really sure how this game saves. Yeah, it did save. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's take a look around and see what we can gather from here. Where are you? The time has come. PWD equals arrival. No idea what that means. Oh, password is arrival.
This thing's old. Does she still use it?
Oh. Snatch or examine?
A log with a list of everything that was checked for the party.
That'd be
Invoices, reservations, rentals. All from our network. It's Journey's. That could be of interest to Hazel.
Yeah. Is that what Hazel was looking, or not Hazel, Journey? Is that what Journey was looking for earlier? So we don't have any technology. So arrival. So we need to look and see what time the arrival was. That'd be my guess anyway. Nothing there. Weekly closed protection reports in 2019. Subject, Mr. Jason Moore. July week 1. Report submitted by Mr. Wu, NSTR. Night visit from Mr. Hazel Iverson. Mr. Hazel Iverson? Accompanied by Delson Coates on Tuesday. Oh, does Hazel identify as a man? July week 2. Report submitted by Mr. James, NSTR. Wife and child went to Costa Rica for 2 weeks. Night visit from Mr. Beryl Underwood on Thursday. July week 3. Night visit from Mr. Beryl Underwood 2 times. Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday. I can't read today. July 4. Report submitted by Mr. James, NSTR. Family came home. August week 1. Report submitted by Mr. Wu. Mr. Moore wants a little more privacy. Week 2. Wife and child went to Costa Rica for 1 week. Night visit from Mr. Beryl Underwood on Friday. Week 3. Mrs. Moore left again the day after she got back from Costa Rica. The child is upset. Mr. Moore has trouble concentrating. Week 4. The subject must be experiencing a conjugal dispute. Oh. Okay. Good to know. Information notes, Unification Party. Summary of individual files on the Hartford Chantry. Mr. Osborne, regent of the Hartford Chantry. Ambitious and paranoid, extremely skilled in thaumaturgy. Favors unification but mentions escape routes in his private communications. To be monitored. Visits the Jefferson Library once a month. Miss Wakefield, John Reese's child. She is a secretive mind-controlled specialist who supports Mr. Osborne unconditionally, although he continues to be wary of her. She supports the unification to support the choice of her regent. Mr. Samuels, child of Upton Rowlands. This blue blood is pragmatic, well-versed in insurance finance. He is the head of a thriving business and seems to have moved to Boston on a part-time basis, residing at the Jefferson Library. You can live in a library? Weird. Our intelligence indicates that he is there to ensure the financial balance of the agreements to be signed, which he is rather in favor of. Mr. Fleming. He specializes in poison and is Osborne's personal bodyguard. He has been on several blood hunts and has recently moved to the library. We believe that he is there to protect the warlocks in the event of a retreat. According to our sources, he is opposed to the agreement because he harbors a strong personal resentment towards Dejan Siaka. Miss Vance has lived in Boston since the creation of the Hartford branch in Boston. Unknown sire, specializes in high-level protection rituals. Little information is available. The party will be her first outing from the library, if she accepts the invitation. We need more time to research her background. Mr. Woods, child of Deneb Osborne, resides in Hartford, is new to thaumaturgy, but shows very good skills in memory magic. Still under the authority of his sire, and therefore in favor of the agreement made with us. Mr. Green resides in Hartford, child of Mrs. Wakefield. Wasn't it Miss Wakefield? Yeah, it's Miss Wakefield. But down here it's Mrs. Wakefield. Typo? Maybe? Nothing to report. Was embraced 2 years ago. Kept his family, his job as a research chemist. Report indicates that he is a pro-unification. Mr. Chen was selected by the Chantry to come and work at the Red Salon and conduct experiments on blood stabilization. Extensive experience in thaumaturgy. The report indicates that he's in favor of the unification, but for his own interests. He only feeds in blood banks. Miss Halstead was selected by the Chantry to come and work at the Red Salon and conduct experiments on blood stabilization. Specialized in blood storage rituals. The report indicates that she is rather reticent about the unification, afraid to share her knowledge, suspicious of Boston. Okay. Next page, here we go. List of vessels provided by Mr. Dunham. So we got a list of names here. These names mean nothing to me right now. Intelligence on the Hartford Chantry. In the 17th and 18th centuries, the thaumaturgists were influential throughout New England, but they also experienced dark times, seeing their power erode over the years, primarily due to the encroachment of Sabbat members from northern and western New England during this period. Some Elder Tremere believe that at least one of the major covenants allied with the Sabbat to bring about their downfall, though few agree on which of the three major convents is most to blame. Did I say covenants earlier? I meant to say convents. The loss of status suffered by their entire family is a wound that still runs deep today and has led to their great dislike of the Sisters of Salem. Never heard of the Sisters of Salem before. Operating primarily out of the chapel in Hartford, the thaumaturges have had an ongoing competition with the Ventru coteries for dominance in the state, and have been quick to exploit any opportunity. Thus, when the Prince of New Haven and Hartford came to them to help in the early 1900s, they graciously accepted. Wisely, they have not yet recalled the debt the Ventru owe them, but that is likely to happen soon. Indeed, as a result of the unification agreement with Boston, the Chantry will greatly increase its political and economic clout over the Hartford domain. Within the chantry itself, prestige is highly prized, and competition within the upper echelons of the hierarchy is so fierce that more thaumaturges are lost to internal strife than to past clashes with the Sabbat. Interesting. This is largely due to the fact that Deneb Osborne, despite his understanding behavior, jealously guards his position and makes it impossible for his apprentices to progress. Whenever a warlock seems to be on the verge of unlocking a new mystery, they are often replaced by a less talented one. Huh. To the other Boston branch is mysterious and impenetrable, despite our best efforts. We think it would be wise to require a visit to the chantry as a sign of trust. Our intelligence reports numerous disappearances of mortals in the vicinity of the building, which fortunately have gone unnoticed. So, Deneb Osborne. So he's the regent. Cool.
This is what Hazel asked me to bring her.
Let's see if I can find inventory. Consumables are single-use items that provide bonuses. Most of the time, consumables are used to replenish willpower or eliminate hunger. Gear. Each type of gear has advantages and disadvantages when it is equipped. The effects of the gear apply as long as it's equipped. Gear may not be equipped or unequipped during the dialogue. Documents. Once they've been collected, consultable items, phones, documents, etc. can also be consulted from inside your inventory. Cool. So file in the unification party. Can I look at it? Why can I not open this? I can't open it. So I need to find a rival, whatever that means. That'll unlock her computer. Or is it literally just his time on here? What is that, 8:05? Maybe 20:05? No. 08. Oh crap. 08:05? No. There's got to be a document somewhere. Jara, I would have liked to give you this bond that you've been waiting for so long. You've been waiting for so long. But I can't bring myself to condemn you to my situation. But don't be afraid. I will never abandon you, Jara. Never. We're bound together forever. We are one. Since that first night, that first instant, nothing can ever keep us apart. I promise. Kay. So let's see what's in Dejan's office. Here's the key.
Nobody here. I'm going to be able to take a look around Dejan's.
This is a really nice apartment. I mean, he's got a lot of the same posters, but... Or, sorry, he's just got 2 of the same posters. I don't know why I thought he had 3. But this is really nice.
The Salem Gazette.
September 4th, 2019. The City Council has found a new home for the Sisters of Salem at the Salem Library, in recognition of the organization's work in sharing and supporting our local history. While many know of the groups thanks to our annual organization of their Hallowmass and the Mighty Dead and Martyr celebration, what's less well known is their implication with people in need throughout the rest of the year. They host newcomers to the area, troubled youth, and older citizens who are isolated. The Sisters of Salem have an extensive network of volunteers, and they are joined by about a dozen new members each year. Our community should be proud of the unity and mutual support shown by all of our fellow citizens, from their participation in the celebrations to their participation in the social and cultural volunteering done by this organization, declared the mayor after the city council meeting. And she was also very proud to announce that her spouse had joined Sisters of Salem the previous month. Inauguration planned for tonight at the Salem Library, by invitation only. Guardian Ravens. Equipment, cauldron, ingredients, raven, corn, raven droppings. Ew. Corn straw, blood magnet. Magnet, silver bowl, and own blood. Concealment ritual. Illuminated trail. Prey must not go any underwater or cross a body of water. Restoration ritual. Can I play the piano? No, I cannot.
Tarot cards. How fun. The Emperor, the Chariot, Temperance. Easy. Dijon is thinking about taking a trip.
I mean, sure. If you say so. Polaroid picture. Nostalgia, recovering memories and images of our lost past, is what ultimately drives Leisha. Oh, restores 5 willpower. Well, that's cool. I don't need to use it now.
Just like New Orleans. This is definitely Dijon's place.
You mean New Orleans? Ooh, I can do a deduction. Let's observe first.
A bird. Dead.
Thanks.
He must have done a warlock ritual.
That's your deduction? I mean, I guess it is a deduction, but, I mean, it's obvious. Is that a trumpet? No, okay. It looks like a trumpet.
Huh. It's from an animal. And it's still fresh. This knife has blood on it.
Alright, so we have a skull, a bird, and what the fuck is that? And blood. Let's see what it could be. White candle wax? Concealment ritual. Was there candles? I can't remember. Or maybe it's this one. Candles and a skull. Own blood and sacrifice animal. Restoration ritual. Yep, there's candles. Restoration. So he was bringing someone back to life? That'd be my guess. Can't go that way.
Oh, shit. Locked from the other side.
Can't run any faster. It's not even running, it's more of a brisk walk at the... Well, I guess it's kind of running. What's up, ref?
If I can do anything to help, let me know. I'm sorry, I can't let you through. This area is reserved for council members. Sorry.
Not sorry.
Hazel told me to keep a low profile here. This area is reserved for the prince and her primogen. Shit! Hilda's in her office. She's going to see me.
So unseen passage allows you to move around without being seen. In this state, it is not possible to physically interact with the environment. You may, however, stealthily read a document or examine an object. This power will be activated automatically if you enter a location that is prohibited. Oh, that's cool.
I shouldn't get too close. She might be able to sense me.
Why did you come back? Why? Other than to show that you're doing just fine on your own. If you only knew everything I've done for you. Ma'am.
Hilda's more concerned with the men than she is with Hazel. I hope she'll be happy to hear that. The other advisors might be hiding things from her.
Wait, search to Jean Siaka's apartment is still there. Looks like I didn't find everything there. Is there nothing here for me to... Well, I can't interact with anything, but I can read documents. There is a document. I can't do anything. Funny, I can still see myself in the mirror. You know what? I'm gonna try. I can't get out of being shadowed. Whatever. Read. November 4th, 1926. You must forgive me. I admit that I went too far, but you left me no choice. You don't understand what's going on inside me. I can't stand the thought of you watching me grow old, imagining that you'll go alone without me after I'm done. I don't want to just tell you that I could die for you. I want to be able to show everyone that I died for us. I know you're angry. I understand that you're risking your neck. If I keep urging you to make me your partner for eternity without permission. So ask for it. If you love me, I beg you, ask for it. Or I'll end up dying anyway. Because without you, life will be of no interest anymore. I know that. Hilda, I love you, and you're the only one who could let me add forever to it. For real. Your Mem. So I can't get... How do I get out of this? I literally can't. Can I read this? Take a look. To the curator of the Rosamond Society, we'd like to confirm that the engraving, The Battle of the Plains, has arrived intact, to our great satisfaction. This acquisition also makes us confident that our future transactions will be fruitful. We are most appreciative. Battle of the Plains. It's a nice painting of Mem. These are nice paintings in general. I wish I had the kind of talent to paint stuff like this. Like, I fuck up on stick figures. Like, that's how bad I am. But these are gorgeous, man. Okay, so we have Beryl Underwood. This Beryl here. Get information from Beryl Underwood. Open invitation. Dear Sir, Miss Iverson is honored to invite you to the Grand Unification Party in the presence of representatives of the Hartford Chantry. Your presence at these festivities was requested in the evening of September 4 at 11 p.m. at 1 International Place, Boston. With our greatest respect and consideration. This guy's gonna get text like every 2 seconds. Wait, can I interact with them? Oh, I can't talk to them.
Leisha. Restricted access means nothing to you, I see. Make yourself at home. Don't mind me. How am I not surprised?
What doesn't surprise you?
For you to turn up at a time like this.
The prince had me released.
Of course, she needs you. I'm guessing she sent you to spy on the council.
What is he imagining?
What do you mean?
Tell me, do you remember the last time she pulled you out of your musty hole?
It's just that
You don't remember, do you? You're still having those little memory issues, it seems. And I suppose Halsey's here, too.
Of course she is.
The more the merrier.
Don't start with me, Beryl. Otherwise...
Why don't you go out and play in the sun? And let me get back to work.
Work. With everything that's going on. Hazel will appreciate your dedication.
Get out, please.
That's all I'm going to be able to find out about him. Hazel's going to be disappointed.
Well, it's not like I exactly have, points to... Cost is 0. Yeah, I don't think I have any points. I don't know. That's a lot of suits, man.
These suits. Beryl's as dead outside as he is inside.
Interesting shower.
The speculative news from... Oh, he's about as fun as his reading material.
It's just all speculative. Alright. Was there anything else I could do over here? I don't think I looked around this side.
Are you at least aware that you're in my office?
Yeah, I'm aware. Dear Mr. Underwood, as agreed, here's our payment. Thank you for your confidentiality. You are indirectly contributing to one of the greatest forensic discoveries of our time. If by any chance you saw bloodless bodies in good condition offer us, please let us know. Sincerely, Dr. Karen Parsons, Boston Medical Center.
So they let you out. How amusing.
Dear Mr. Underwood, here is the report you requested. Attached, you will find all the documents I was able to gather. Unfortunately, I was unable to collect much useful information about Miss Feng's time in China, but it may not have been the most interesting period of her life.
Enough time has been wasted.
A fairly typical education, exactly what would be expected of the upper class. What is a little less expected is that shortly after arrival in the U.S., she was admitted to the economics department of MIT. This was in large part thanks to her publications on the blue economy, which led her to join
Are you at least aware that you're in my office?
the Diora ratification project in the Indian Ocean. At the same time, she defended her dissertation on blue biotechnology, which I recommend that you read in its entirety. You can imagine that if someone of her ilk was highly sought after. She was wooed by major multinational companies before she even graduated.
Enough time has been wasted.
Okay, you know what? Fuck off. However, she refused all their offers and instead founded her own startup company, Newman Feng Blue Tech. From one round of fundraising to the next, the company quickly became a reference for any group that was looking to make over their image to appear a little greener. If you browse their website, you'll quickly realize how important many of their clients were. As for the more confidential information, I learned that several governments, in particular Luxembourg and Canada, recently reached out to her. For the moment, it's only a matter of advice and informal discussions, but the speed of which she has broadened her influence is highly impressive. My conclusions regarding her are the following. She is brilliant. One might imagine she is an idealist, but while her actions do seem to me to be guided by an ideological perspective, she is extremely pragmatic in integrating herself on the upper echelons of society. What's more, she has true business acumen, as her startup is one of the most successful in the country. You have every reason to take an interest in her. I can set up a meeting with her if you'd like. Your eternal servant, Jason Moore. So I believe this is the same person that Caleb had. I believe that's Fang. I could be mistaken. Richard Dunham. Just in case he's here.
Richard's apartment. He didn't change a thing, as usual.
Oh. Hi, baby boop.
No, he's not there. Where are you, Mr. Teddy?
So, did you find your teddy?
No, not yet. I'm not sure he's here. What about you? Did you finish your job for the prince?
Yes, I found something that might be of interest to Hazel.
Does that mean we're going back to see the prince then?
I'm not done yet.
Not quite, Pumpkin. I want to take another look around. You wait for me here, but be good.
I will.
I'm sorry, I really don't like the voice actors for that kid. It's... With the lisp and everything, it's a little too much. Dear Dr. Dunham, as instructed, I've prepared the donors you listed for the unification party. They'll be ready for you to pick up at 9 p.m. at the Red Salon. I think that your guests will be impressed by the quality of the vintages you're offering them.
He must be hiding somewhere else.
And I hope that they will fully appreciate the fruit of your labors. Betty. Well, Betty. Archived confidential report.
Not there. Where are you, Mr. Teddy?
1978. Okay, they've got to stop talking. March 6, unknown origin. 13 members of the court caught in a sudden collective panic for several minutes. Quentin King, our prince, called for an investigation. Closed without any conclusive findings in 1988.
Mr. Teddy.
After the prescribed 10 years of investigation. October 31st, unknown origin. The servants of the Primogen apartments began to hum the same song for 1 hour. Quentin King, our prince, called for an investigation. Closed without any conclusive findings in 1988 after the prescribed 10 years of investigation.
No,
99.
not there. Where are you, Mr. Teddy?
Unknown origin. The servants of the prince's quarters all laughed hysterically for 1 hour. Okay. Miss Hazel... See, this one says Miss Hazel Iverson. The other one said Mr. I think these are just typos. Our prince reported feeling a sudden and brief mental intrusion during her speech. She called for investigation, closed investigation, report delivered in person. Unknown origin. Feeling of imminent death felt by several members
Hiding somewhere else.
of the court lasting several minutes. Unknown origin. Servants in the Primogen's apartments began vomiting for several minutes. The vessels experienced uncontrollable crying fits throughout the night.
There. Where are you, Mr. Teddy?
Oh my god, shut up! I need a floppy disk, eh? Education. Let's consult first. Got nothing. Let's examine.
Only Richard would still use that. Nothing. Ugh. It's true that he always saves everything on old media. How many hours have I spent sitting in this armchair for my therapy sessions?
Is that a bathtub just in the middle of the room?
Mr. Teddy.
I haven't been using Auspex at all. I mean, I guess there's nothing to really spec with my Aus.
He must be hiding somewhere else.
I see guilt. Richard often asked me.
Can you say anything about these paintings or pictures? No. Alright.
Mr. Teddy.
So I can't go back out that way. So let me head back real quick. Oops. Because it said... What are my goals again? How do I find out my goals? Okay, there's nothing else I can do in here that I can see. Oh. So I could see it with Auspex.
Well, well. What have we here?
My dear sisters, I hope this letter will reach you quickly. Things are critical here. It appears that we've been the target of a major incident. A code red has been issued, and we have not heard from those who have already gone to the party our prince had organized for the unification. This could be in our favor, because it's possible that the Hartford Chantry is behind it. Although I've faithfully served my prince's interests while negotiating this treaty, these new suspicions could serve our interests in relation to a potential alliance between Boston and Salem. Rest assured that... And that's all that's on there.
He didn't finish his letter. But that'll be enough for Hazel to make up her mind about him.
Okay. Join Halsey in Richard's office. Oh. Let's see if I can go downstairs, speak with those people. I cannot. It's really cool that I can use these disciplines without using up like blood, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna see if there's anything here. Yeah, I can't get out of the obfuscate. Maybe in the more later versions. So this is what I have right now. Cloak of Concealment. Allows you to hide objects from the eyes of onlookers. Unless you can copy one additional uniform. Steal someone's identity. Mask of 1,000 faces. Okay. So no, I thought it would allow you to like interact with the environment. Yeah. Anyways. You know, I never use Auspex in Beryl's apartment. Maybe there's something I could find there. Not that he has the obfuscate ability, but you never know. He's the one person we don't have any information on. No. Unfortunately not. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Yo. There you are.
Are you almost done?
Yes, I found something that might be of interest to Hazel.
Does that mean we're going back to see the prince then?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, Sugarfangs.
Sugarfangs.
Leisha. I'm all ears.
Everything went all right.
I knew I could count on you. Was Halsey a good girl?
Yes, as usual.
Good. Were you able to find anything interesting in Ms. Drury's apartments?
Yes, there was intel she had gathered on the guests, including those from the Hartford Chantry.
Anything about their regent, Deneb Osborne?
Yes, he seems to be obsessed with memory magic.
Interesting.
I gave everything to Delsin.
Thank you. I'll take a look at it later. Were you able to see or hear anything interesting?
Okay. So I'm gonna tell her everything. So let's start on the from the top. I was able to spy on Hilda.
Hilda was in her room. She was acting strangely.
What do you mean?
She was whispering things, talking to a picture of MM.
Touching, but that's of no importance.
Went to DeJohn's rooms.
At Dijon's, I found a letter addressed to the Salem Chantry.
Did he betray me for the Warlocks?
I don't know. It just said that he's participating in your project, but that he would have preferred an agreement with Salem.
Oh, I understand his recent allusions a little better now. I'm going to need to have a word with him. Go on.
Picked up a file on our security.
I also found that at Jara's, a file on the party. It's a record of everything Journey did.
That could be useful. Give it to Delsin on your way out. Anything else?
And I had a premonition.
I had a vision.
I knew you would. What did you see? Was I in your vision?
I think it was me. My forehead was on fire.
All right. Do you have any idea what it could mean?
Not in the slightest. Are you disappointed?
The important thing is that you're starting to have visions again.
I'll be forthcoming.
It happened when I was in Jara's office. I just found Journey going through her things.
But she's not allowed to be there.
MM joined her almost immediately.
What did they say to each other?
I couldn't hear what they said. That's when I had the premonition.
That's too bad. But you didn't fail, I promise. Don't worry about it. Just focus on your visions.
Everything else.
That's all I was able to find.
I knew I could count on you. Thank you, Leisha.
Richard still wasn't there. Were you able to find out anything else?
Yes, one of my servants just came back from his bar, the Red Salon. As that's where he does his research, I had hoped to find him there. But she confirmed that Dr. Dunham had gone to the party early with a few of his vessels. I'm sorry, Leisha.
No. If he had been destroyed, I would have felt it. I have to go find him.
You're the most discreet of all of us, it's true. But we have no idea what might have happened there. It could be dangerous.
I won't be alone. Halsey will be with me.
Of course. And one last thing. Dr. Dunham wasn't the only one there. There was also Miley, my child. Bring her back to me.
Yes, of course. We'll leave right away.
I wouldn't expect anything less of you. Thank you, Leisha.
Okay. Overview. Each scene ends with an overview of your accomplishments, failures, and what you could have done differently. For each success, your character earns experience points. Okay. Traits. Introspective. -20 to the next experience cost for the Auspex discipline. Cool. Merciful. +10 success rate in rhetoric tie. So you let the premonition overtake you. You gave the prince documents. You listened in to hear what was on Hilda's mind. You found a letter from Dijon confirming his preference for the Salem Chantry. You told the prince about what was in Dijon Siaka's letter. I could have spied on the conversation between MM and Journey. Yep. You could have discovered Beryl Underwood's preoccupations. I mean, I don't know how without talking to him. But cool. Get 110 experience. And no failures.
MM, come here.
Okay, I'm going to pause right over here. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to leave on a tiny bit of a cliffhanger, see what MM's going to be talking about with the prince, hopefully with Journey. I'm just surprised we did all that as Leisha before MM got back to the prince. You know what I mean? They must have taken the long way around of the penthouse. But yeah, we'll see what MM's and Journey's fate actually is going to be in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.